Welcome to Digital Romance TV. I'm Joe Amoia, and today we're going to talk about how to make dating easier and more enjoyable. Now, I know there's a part of you going, yeah, BS. Dating sucks. It's a game. I get it. And I totally agree. It can be like that. But what if there was a way to actually make the process of dating easier and more enjoyable? Want to learn how? Well, pay close attention. See, what I believe is that the reason why dating isn't enjoyable for most of us is because we let our emotions run the show. And we're so emotionally invested too soon that we make choices and decisions which very often work against us. And this is what I see. I see a lot of women who meet a guy and they go out and right away there's an attraction and there's some chemistry and there's a lot of fun. And they go out once, twice, and the next thing, boom, they're in a relationship. And then 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years, 3 decades later, they realize that he's just the wrong guy. And what happens is that they didn't date this guy enough. See, there is a big difference between dating someone and being in a relationship with someone. And look at it like this. Imagine if you were a Fortune 500 company and you were the CEO and you wanted to hire an executive vice president. You wouldn't just go out with him, have lunch once, or look at his resume and give him the job, would you? You take him through a process, an interview process, a screening process to see, is this really the kind of guy that we're looking for? And not only is he the kind of guy that you're looking for, are you the right fit for him? So there's kind of this interview process, this screening process. And then once you thought he was the right guy, you'd put him on a probation period. Because let's face it, everybody says and does what they think is the right thing. They tell you what you want to hear, especially in the beginning. So he's going to be on his best behavior. He's going to tell you he's great at the job. But you don't know until you actually give him the position. Well, it kind of works the same way in a relationship, doesn't it? You want to see, is this guy for real? I'm sure you know by now that guys pretend to be something that they're not and tell you what you want to hear in the beginning, especially if they can get what they want to get. So you want to see, okay, is this guy legit? Is he real? Is he really interested in me? Does he want to be with me as a person? Or does he just want to be with me till he gets what he wants and then he's going to disappear? Or is he going to be with me and then all of a sudden his stuff is going to come up and then like a boy, he's going to run away? So you've got to realize that dating is essential. You've got to know how to date. And so dating is simply a screening and a probationary period. And so if you go in with that mindset and you simply sit back and you're clear on what you're looking for, because what's the first thing you're going to do if you're going to hire somebody, right? You got to be clear on what are the criteria that are going to help you to determine if they get the job. So I call it a checklist for love. You've got to identify what are those important qualities and characteristics that you absolutely positively must have if you're going to spend the rest of your life with someone, if you're going to give him the job of being your man. Because once you get clear on that, then your job is to simply sit back and to engage him, not to interrogate him, not to show him that, look, you have this agenda, but simply to sit back and show him, you know what, are you the kind of guy that I'm looking for? Because he's going to show you that. Okay? All he's got to do is show up consistently, and he will show you by his words and his consistent actions if he's the kind of guy that you're looking for. And so one of the biggest mistakes I see women make is just jumping in right in. Oh yeah, he's got everything. How do you know? You don't know until you date him. Give him some time to let him show you his true colors. And of course, you've got to do the same for him. So what I want you to do this week is actually take a good look in the mirror and really see, do you really date properly? Do you date enough? Or do you go out, you feel this chemistry, you feel this excitement, and boom, you jump into a relationship only to find out down the road that he wasn't the right guy for you. Because you've got to trust me on this, is that if a guy is truly the right guy for you, he will consistently show you by his actions that he is. And if he doesn't, then he's simply letting you know that he's not qualified for the job of being your man. Well, I hope this helps. I'd love to hear your feedback. I'll see you next time. God bless.